Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So as you can tell from the title, we're gonna be drawing a Christmas wreath today, using some of these Arteza supplies. So I'm gonna be using their real brush pen markers and their fine liners and some watercolor paper. If you guys don't have these supplies, really any water-based ink will work. So if you have like Crayola markers, that will work. Certain pens that you can dilute with water will work for this also. So feel free to follow along with whatever you have. Okay, so I just drew a couple of thumbnails here. I don't know if you guys could see that, but that's just a little thumbnail I drew. I don't really want to use like a pencil or anything. You guys can feel free to sketch with a pencil if you want to, but I don't feel like erasing and all that, so I'm not. So I'm using this like tan color. Hopefully you guys can see good. Let me try to fix this lighting a little bit. So I'm going to start off with drawing a heart shape. Now as you can see, I'm not trying to be perfect here. You see I'm using scratchy lines. So just keep playing with it till you get the shape, the heart shape that you want. Or you guys can feel free to just draw a circle wreath. Now I'm using this color because I don't mind if it blends in the background with the green, because I plan on like using like greens and reds. So I feel like this color wouldn't really clash with it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and sketch in where I want to put everything. Now in my thumbnail sketch, I kind of drew a bow on the bottom, which I think I want to do with this one, and like little circles for ornaments on the top. But I think I want to add flowers. I don't know if I should add flowers or not. I don't know, we'll see. But guys, look on Pinterest or Google or wherever to find some inspiration on bows or your wreaths or whatnot. Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of sketching a bow here, and I want my leaves, I don't want to cover this here because I want my wreath to really, I feel like if I put a bow here, you wouldn't really be able to tell that it's a heart-shaped wreath. So I'm just making this part here, and then the two bow sides. I'm gonna kind of curve these up because this will be the top of the bow, like where the folds are. And then I want my bow I could have drawn a better bow than that, but I really want to make this really simple for any level to try and do this. Alright, then I'm gonna have the ribbons come out here. I don't really want to cover this, so I'll probably have like the leaves extend a little here. Then I'm gonna draw the little tails there. Alright. Now I'm gonna kind of block in what I want to put on the wreath. So I am gonna do some ornaments. So I'm just gonna sketch in some circles. And I'm gonna put them random sizes and random spots. I'm gonna go ahead and add some flowers. So I'm just gonna kind of block in some leaves, flower leaves like that. Probably should draw my flowers first, but that's okay. I'll draw a flower here. And then another one here. I don't really like how this is balancing out, but I'm gonna try to make it work. All right. And then I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get rid of this one here because someone's gonna go over that circle and make a leaf there. And then the same here. I want the leaf to be in front. The ornament could be in the background of that. So I'm just gonna continue. Add a few more circles. All right, that's fine. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and let's work on the bow. No, I'm gonna do the flowers first. So I have my little chart here of the colors. And I'm going to go ahead and use number 8. I kind of want to make them look like a, how do you say that flower? Poinsettia? I think that's how you pronounce it. So number 8. Now, if you have these, they don't come with names on them. So that's why I threw some washi tape on there and wrote a number so that I can get an idea of what each color is. So I'm going to go in with this color here. Now with these brush pens, they have a lot of pigment. A little bit goes a long way. So I'm just going to dab color in there. On each of these flowers. So, as you can see, I'm not being perfect. I'm just dabbing some color in there. Just like that. Alright, and then I'm going to go in with one of my brush pens. And if you guys are not familiar with what a brush pen is, it's just a paintbrush kind of that has like a valve with water, and you just kind of squeeze it, and you really don't need a cup of water with this. The water comes out when you give it a good squeeze on the bottom. So I'm just going to make sure that my water brush is damp. If you guys don't have one of these, go ahead and use just a regular paintbrush with water. And I'm just going to go ahead and just move that color around. A lot of water came out right there, and I don't really want that. But I'm just moving that color around, playing with that shape. I'm gonna do the same to each one. See, and the brown is kind of mixing with that. I don't mind that. Alright, so I'm going to do that to each one. The water's not, if the pigment's not really moving, you need to wet your brush a little more. And you can kind of play with the shapes of these. I can make this one a little bigger by just dragging that pigment and bringing it out. Alright, so while that's drying, I want to go ahead and move to another spot. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the bow. So I'm just kind of looking at the colors that I have, trying to decide what color bow I want to go with. I'm going to use this light pink color, some of this number 9, which looks pretty similar to the 8, and some of this like purplish color. I'm just gonna kind of mix different colors. So I'm gonna start off with my lightest one, which is that light pink color, 7. And I want the inside of this bow to be my lightest. So I'm just putting a little bit of that. And then I'm going to clean off my brush. And just drag that pigment out the same way. I want to get rid of those lines, so I'm just mixing those pigments together. See, some of these lines, they don't really matter. Like here, I felt like it was more whiter here, so I kind of just got rid of that line and brought that pigment down to try to match it up. Alright. And then for this part of the bowl, I'm gonna kind of mix those colors, this pink, and I'm gonna use some of those other colors. But again, you guys can use whatever color you want. You can try to use some similar, doesn't matter. So this darker color, I want to kind of layer it where it's gonna be darker. So like under this bow and these creases here, under here, and I'm gonna actually make these tips a little lighter. Bring that pink, that light color down. And then that third color, I'm gonna kind of use as like a middle tone. So as you guys can see with these brush pens, you can be real sloppy with it. It doesn't matter. We're just basically getting that pigment out, painting with it. So I'm cleaning off my brush, and I'm just gonna mix those colors. Now for this middle part, I want to clean my brush off and then go over that pink. Because if not, these darker colors will get right here. And I want to kind of keep that spot light. Alright, now I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to start in my dark spot and then blend that out. And we'll do more layers once this dries. But for now, and you can actually grab some of this pigment and move it around to other areas. I'll even add a little bit of shadow here for now. Even though that could have waited, but since it's there, why not? Alright. And we'll go to the other side, cleaning off my brush. Starting where the darker pigment is. And working that out. Alright, then I'm going to go to the bottom and just do the same thing. Hey there, hey Cindy. How are you? So I'm just dragging that pigment out. And guys, don't be worried about how it's looking right now. It's looking crazy to me. But just trust the process. And I'm going over these line marks. I'm okay, thank you, you. I'm good, Cindy. Trying to get over a little cold, a little sickness. How's the weather over there? Alright, guys. So now I'm going to let that dry. And we're going to move to another area. I want to actually start blocking in some of these leaves. So I kind of want to get a mixture. Hot. I wish it was hot over here in Chicago. It's freezing. I want to use a mixture of greens. So like maybe a really light, a medium, and a dark. So now I definitely want to go with 13 for my lightest. Let's use 16 so I can have a couple mixtures, and then 18. Looks like a good color to me. Hey Anna. Anna says hello, good to see you again. Good to see you too. Trade you for a bit, laugh out loud. Cindy, trust me, you don't want this cold weather. You'll be ready to get back to the nice heat. So I have 3 different hues here. I'm going to start with my lightest one. So guys, I'm just showing how we can do a wreath using water-based ink. You guys can use regular markers too. These are these brush pens from Arteza. I really want to play with them. So all I'm going to do is just plop in these little marks to give off the impression of leaves. And I don't want to really go on top of these circles here because we want to make our ornaments there. So just random spots, I'm just throwing in some color. Guys, don't give this stuff too much thought. Just kind of do whatever comes to you. Have fun with it. So I'm just blocking in some of this lightest color. And then I want to go in with this like olive color. Even though I kind of want to do a different color before that one. We'll go ahead and go on with the dark one. Why not? And I'm just gonna, again, put those in random places. Are you guys ready for Christmas? Has anyone finished all their Christmas shopping? Alright. I'm going to add some more of this light green color. Because I really want to make this wreath look pretty full. And again, I want to keep these 2 sections here. I want to make sure that it still looks like a heart shape. So just keep that in mind when you guys are blocking in. See here, it looks really flimsy, real thin. So I'm just gonna kind of make that a little fuller. Just throwing in a little bit of pigment. Alright. Not even close. My daddy passed away 3 weeks ago. Just not feeling it. I'm so sorry, Cindy. Oh, I'm praying for you. I haven't even started. Try not to be down about it. I'm going to be praying for your strength and for God to uplift your spirits. You're welcome. Alright, so that looks pretty full to me. Now I'm going to go back in with my brush, guys. So I'm just going to do the same process throughout the whole thing until we start adding some detail. But right now, I just want to get a nice little black background. So I'm letting those colors kind of mix. And be careful, guys. If you don't want that dark color to get everywhere, clean your brush off. And then play with the other color. Pull the other color out. So I'm just going around that circle again. I want to keep that circle shape. I don't want to go over that. And these flowers either. I want them to stand out. So I'm just pulling that pigment out. As you can see, I'm trying to like go over this bow. And see, like I want to add a little of this dark color here so I could just take from there and move it around. I love the way this is mixing right here. So guys, you can get really cool effects with these. And really any water-based markers. You guys can definitely do this with the Crayola ones. I'm going to do a tutorial one day with them. So right here it's looking a little scarce to me. I'm going to kind of pull that pigment over here. And here. So I'm just doing that same thing all around. And my flowers are pretty dry, so we'll probably hit those next. So my brush is getting a little dry. When the pigment's not really moving, then your brush is really dry. You want to wet it up. Put a little bit too much water there, but that's fine. And if you do go over your flowers or whatever, it's okay, don't worry about it. You can fix it. Just go with it. So this is just the first layer. We're gonna go over with a couple more. My goal is to keep that heart shape, so hopefully I can keep it heart shaped. So as you can see, like, I'm getting rid of that first sketch line that I did. It's just blending in with the greens and all the other colors. Moving along. I have to stop. This water brush here lets out a lot of water when I squeeze it. And I keep on doing it. So I'm just moving that around. It's like really watery right here. So I'm just gonna kind of dry my brush and mop some of that up. Alright, in this last little spot here, I'm going around that ornament. I hope that you guys try this tutorial out. I feel like I'm losing that heart shape. I don't know, I have to play with it. I feel like it's missing some green here. Alright, so I'm gonna let that dry. And I'm gonna move to, let's go back to the bowl. I'm gonna add a little bit of purple, because why not? Just a little like that. And I want to go in with some more of that like reddish pink color. I'm going to start with that dark color and bring it out. Do any of you guys watch The Walking Dead? Did anyone see the episode tonight? So I want to keep those highlights where it's light. So I'm not going to go over that. I want to keep that little light spot there. And on the bottom here, I want to keep that. So I'm not going to go over that. I'm going to kind of drag some of that pigment up here. Alright. Let that dry. Alright guys, I'm going to have to Google this flower because I can't think of how it really looks. I was trying not to do it because my iPad is dying. Alright, so I'm going to click on one of these. And I don't want to make it look just like this, but I just want to kind of give it the impression of it. Oh, it has a lot of leaves. I don't know. Okay. So it has a lot of leaves. Alright, so I'm going to go in with my fine liners. And this looks like a darker red one. So I'm just going to kind of draw in those veins that it has. So it kind of has leaves like that. I'm going to kind of give it the impression of more leaves than what I drew. Yeah, I should have added more leaves. I think I'm going to do that. So let me go back in with that color that we originally used. I have a mess. There we go. I'm going to see how this looks over the green. I'm just going to kind of add more leaves to that. I'm gonna actually, the ones that are right here are gonna be my inside leaves, so I'll go ahead and line those. I'll go with the marker and add some more in the background spots. Kind of around the middle. I know that probably looks a little crazy right now. Let me zoom in so you guys can see how I'm doing these leaves. So all I'm doing is making a line in the middle and then making some little veins. I'm just going in with that brush pen, making some more leaves. And I'm going to do the same with this last one. So with these, I really like to use that like watercolor effect. And then I like to go over it with the fine liners to like add details. And I really like drawing with these fine liners. And I'm just going to do the same thing, guys. I'm going to go in with that water brush and blend that pigment out. I'm just kind of playing with it. Losing some of those lines, but that's okay. Let me zoom back out. Just really want to get that flower shape. Make it look more like that flower. I don't know why I thought it was like black in the middle of that flower. Let that dry, and let's move to some of the ornaments. Now I don't want to make this all red and green. I want to add some color to it, so I want to do like pops of yellow, blue, but again, you guys feel free to use whatever colors you want. I really like this bright blue color, so I'm going to use that one. Shit, my battery is always dying. And I want these ornaments to have like a shine to it. So I want to leave an area here for like a highlight. So I'm just going to randomly plop that color. Different areas. I should have made way more circles, but that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and make one here. Where's my yellow? Only one yellow in the set. So guys, just kind of eye it. You want to have like a really nice balance with the colors. It's coming nice. Coming along nicely. I'm going to add some purple. Some purple on this one. Some purple here. Kind of want to add another color. Let's do that, some of that pink. I should have really made one of these pink because it would have been easier for me to do these darker colors over the green. But gotta run with it. So I'll make this one pink here. And let's try to squeeze a pink one here. Let's try to make a pink one here. Let me grab my charger, guys. I'll be right back. There goes my lights. Try to be a little festive for you guys. Oh, my leg is killing me. All right. So I'm gonna clean my brush out, and then I'm gonna do the same thing to spread that color out. I don't know if I want to. You guys can like add designs to your bulbs, your ornaments. You can leave them as is with just a solid color. I haven't decided yet what I want to do. I love this blue color. It's so beautiful. So I'm cleaning off my brush because I want to leave like it. I want to make it really light here. And if you feel like it's not light enough, you can always go with a paper towel and just blot it out just like with watercolor. I'm going to do all the blue ones. So as you can see, I'm going outside those lines and making this bigger. And then I'm going to add my little highlight. Just like that. And if these lines aren't like If these spots aren't white enough for you, you can always go in with like some white acrylic matte paint, or like one of your white gel pens. I'm just gonna kind of blend all that out because I want to get rid of those lines under there. Then I'm gonna go ahead with my paper towel. So this process does take a little time, but it's really relaxing, guys. Quay, you hanging them up? Hanging what up? This picture? This is my nephew, Quay. Yeah, because that's nice. Thank you, Quay. You changed your name, huh? I might frame it and hang it up. That'll be a nice decoration for the house. And I gotta see how this one here turns out because we got that green under there. That's alright though. Alright. So now I want to go ahead and bring out these leaves more. I want them to be darker. So I'm grabbing those 3 colors that I first picked. And I'm going to make these leaf shapes. Not even leaf shapes. I'm just going to kind of make these little marks to give the impression of leaves. I want to keep this heart shape. Kind of lost it. I'm going with that like olive color because I feel like it's really gonna be like a nice contrast color from the rest of them. So you guys can leave it like that as far as the wreath is concerned, and like have those strokes show just like that. I think it's really nice. or you can blend it out. You guys do what you think looks good. I'm just kind of playing with it and see how I like it and going from there. And I want to bring some more of that lighter green. Feather it out. I don't know, I kind of like how that looks. What do you guys think? As far as the fur on the wreath is concerned. I'm going to go on with a fine liner and I'm going to draw in some details on this wreath. So let's use this darker red color. I'm just gonna bring those lines back. Ooh, excuse me, guys. If you guys don't know how to draw a bow, look at a reference of different bows to kind of get an idea. I just drew this one from my memory. And I'm going with that brush pen. I want to add a little bit more deeper. Because I really want to bring out those shadows. Alright. And I want to put some more of that. What was it, like that purple color I had? think it's this one. This is that pink color that we first started with. And I'm gonna mix that because that's why I just put a little line there. Because the inside is both looking too peachy for me. And blend that a little bit. So really it's gonna kind of be a balance of blending and adding more contrast. Until you get the look that you want. All right. I don't know how this yellow is going to show up on here. I'm going to kind of put it in there in the middle of these flowers. So pretty. Thank you, Cindy. I'm glad you're still watching. That bowl is really bothering me, guys. So I'm just gonna kind of let that dry, and I want to add some more like these darker colors here, because it's driving me nuts. That color there is driving me crazy. I go by Poochie, Cindy. That's my nickname that everyone calls me. It's very relaxing to watch you. Thank you. I'm glad. I was really scared to do like live tutorials because I just felt like a lot of people probably wouldn't want to sit there and watch these long videos. But I just really want to show people the way I do things in real time. In the process. So in that flower, there's like these little green balls, it looked like. So I'm just gonna kind of use this green color. Let me zoom in so I can show you guys. I'm just gonna kind of just move it around to give the shape or the impression of that middle area, the bulbs or whatever you would call it. Then I'm gonna go in with a green fine liner, and I'm gonna bring back those lines in the flower that were lost. I think I just want to put them in the middle parts. Then I'm gonna go in with that dark red again and put the veins. Actually, let's use the brush pen. Just gonna kind of put it little shadow areas, like where I really want these leaves, these first ones, top ones, to be and pushed to the foreground. So I'm adding some darker colors to make this seem that it's in the background. Let me show you here too. So like these first leaves would be my top leaves, and then these would get pushed to the background. Guys, you guys can make a smaller versions of these for Christmas cards. I just want to add those veins with my fine liner. I'm just putting them on the ones that are in the foreground, because the background ones you won't really see that detail. Probably will look better without the flowers, but I wanted to add some flowers to it. Alright, that bowl's dry. I gotta add some of that pink color. Because it's really driving me nuts. Here we go. Let's see how that dries. Trying to decide whether I want to leave. Yeah, I want to make these more. I want to add more texture to them because I don't think I want to water them out, blend them out like I did here. I think I like those marks. So I'm gonna go in with, let me find it, my Fine Tech Gold watercolors. Where are they? Can't find them right now. That's terrible. So let's use these. I always make swatches of my watercolors. We'll use this to color this gold bronzy color. So I'm just gonna activate them by putting a little water. And I'll add a little detail to some of these ornaments. The gold will look real nice on this purple. Let me zoom in. And I want to add some gold accents in the middle of these flowers. Yeah, I like the way it brings that out. You see that? I really love the way this gold looks in the middle of this flower. think it really brings it out. Guys, you can use a gold gel pen to probably get the same effect. Or you can use other color gel pens. That's cute. Can you guys see that metallic? You guys could add glitter to this. You could do whatever you want. I like the way that blue and gold looks. Looks good on the yellow too. Kind of running out of designs to put on these ornaments. I have these other colors. This blue right here. I'm gonna put it on this blue one. So let me clean my brush off. Actually, I think I want to use just like metallic silver or pearl color. These remind me of those Ganzai Tambi, I think they're called. I really hate these pans because I feel like they're so misleading. Like, this one is always popping out. It looks like it's like a really deep well, but if you look, the pans are not really that full, even though this will go a long way. But it's just so misleading. Like, fill my pan up. Actually, I think this green color will look good on this blue. So I'm just going to kind of experiment with these because I don't really use them too much. Gotta put your supplies to use. Just gonna do little circles, I guess. Yeah, it's not showing too good. So I'll probably add a little silver to that. Go to another color. Let's go to this color. Kind of want to add some here. I should have put it in the highlights. Highlight area. What other color? Let's do that silver color. I'm gonna call this a pearl color because I hate silver. I don't know why. So I want to add the little dots of silver here. Let's add like little swirls here. Oop. I want to make sure you guys can see it. So I'm just using the tip. I'm gonna add a little to this purple one. That really makes that pop. I like that. And then the last one, I'm gonna make gold. Make those zigzags. And I think I want to add a little bit of gold in the wreath. It's beautiful. Thank you, Cindy. So sweet. I probably go a little too crazy with gold, but I love gold. Alright, that looks cool. So let me clean this off, and then I just want to kind of want to do a nice little background. You're so talented. Thank you. So before I do the background, I kind of want to add some, I'm going to use a white gel pen. Let me grab one. You must frame that for your home. I'm really thinking about it. I think that'll be cute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this white gel pen, and I'm going to kind of bring out these petals. Because I kind of want to highlight them more. Some of those veins. Because they're really not sticking out too much to me. Enough for me. I'm going to do it to all of them. And guys, this is just a white Jelly Roll pen. But I think that you can use really any white gel pen. And you guys can use your white gel pen to add some accents in your bulbs, your ornaments, whatever you want to do. My favorite white gel pen is the Signal. That is the best white gel pen I ever used. I think mine is kind of running low, so, but it's so opaque. This white, the Jelly Roll kind of fades in the background to me a little bit, which is cool because I don't really want it to be too white. Just want to bring that stuff back out. Because they kind of got lost throughout all that red and pink. I can't believe I took this long for this tutorial, guys. I wasn't expecting it to be this long. Alright, I think that's cool. Let's just do a quick background and we're done. I'm going to use this blue. And I'm just going to scribble, guys. I'm just going to scribble some of that pigment on there. And I'm going to switch to a thicker brush. And I'm just going to bring that color out, spread it around. Now I want to be careful that I don't mess with my leaves. So I'm just making sure that I'm squeezing out a lot of water out this brush so I can really move that pigment around. And I want to get rid of all of those drawing lines. I spilled some water here. I'm gonna get that up. I'm just gonna do the same thing all around. I wanted to leave some of that white there. So I'm going to do the same thing to the entire background. So I'm just kind of blending it out because I want it to fade. I don't want it to be too dark. So you see all that water I'm squeezing out? I'm not going to get too close to there. Just really want to get rid of those lines. And I'm just going to go ahead and blot that out. I'm going to wet it again because I don't like that harsh line. Just blot it again. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that it was helpful to some of you. Thank you to everyone who joined my live today. It was nice having you guys along with me. Once I publish this, leave your comments below and I'll get back to you guys. I always try to respond to every single person. And yeah, so I use Arteza's brush pens for these, and they're fine liners. If you guys want to see more about them or learn more about them, check out my haul, which is the previous video before this one, my last video that I posted, I believe. I'm just kind of going back and adding some more of that darker blue. This is the paper coming up right here, so guys, be careful you don't overwork your paper like I am. I was rubbing it too much, scrubbing it too much. Anna, very pretty. Thank you so much, Anna. Thanks for joining me on this live video. It was really nice having you. I want to add some more in the middle here. It's really best to let this stuff dry before you go in with another layer. But I'm just going to go ahead and do it. That's cute. And I'm just going to add a little bit more depth on top. I want it darker like in the corners. That's cool. Do you have a hair right there? Here we go. Alright guys, so that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and sign this. Make sure you guys always sign your work somewhere. I'm gonna go on with my white gel pen and I'm just gonna sign somewhere right here. Oh, you can't see that. Alright, and that's it guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure that you guys like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, if it was helpful to you. And I will, if I get a lot of thumbs up, I'll definitely do some more of these tutorials if you guys like them. Look, I just keep messing with it. But that's exactly what you guys should do. Just keep messing with things until you get the look that you want. But back to what I was saying. If you guys aren't subscribed to my channel, make sure that you subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure that you tap the bell so that you can get notifications when I post. So I'm just pulling out some more of that darker green color. But I still want to leave some of those markings, so I'm not going to do it to all of them. Alright guys, so that's it. And you guys see the metallic. Alright, so I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye.